Hello, it's Dr. Bob Gray Sr. Welcome to Ministry Moments every Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And I've tried to just give some practical pointers. And the, recently, there's been a lot of young pastors who have children at home who've asked just great questions about pastor and his family and so on. So I want to talk to you today about the pastor's life, and just follow closely, if you will. I think you'll find some things, especially any parent, really. This will help not just pastors, assistant pastors, and so on, ministry leaders, but it'll help anybody who's got a family. The pastor's life. Okay, here we go. You ready? 65 points, 35 subpoints, three jokes, and two tear-jerking illustrations. Here we go. Number one, uno. Going to Central and South America again. Mexico, Mexico. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit. Be the same at home as you are in the pulpit. I was a cut up in the pulpit, and I was a cut up at home. Um, we, I have four kids. Two boys are pastor preachers. Man, they're good. Man, they're great preachers from the pulpit. But the thing I admire more is how they handle their family life and their kids. I admire that even more. But anyway, I've got two boys that are preachers, two girls that want to be preachers, but we won't let them. They'll have to become charismatics. But it's important to be the same at home as you are in the pulpit. In our day, the kids would say, "That guy's plastic." That was the term. Each generation has their own little slang, But be the same at home as you are in the pulpit. Joke at home, joke in the pulpit. I never built my kids up to be perfect at all. I would say something about they're doing great, but hey, they get drunk next weekend. I think sometimes a pastor sets the son up or daughter up to a level they have to live up to, and then they may have to lie to live up to it, and that's not good. That's not good. Uh, so, number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit. Number two, hateful attitudes destroy both. A hateful or bitter attitude will destroy both. You cannot afford 99% of the people you preach to love you, and you got one idiot in the crowd. It's always going to be that way. Don't focus on him. Focus on feeding the 99% that are for you. Um, but you don't want to get. I never carried. Now, if it was a major battle, I wouldn't keep it from my wife. But the normal battles, I wouldn't bring them home to her. I don't need that. I need for heaven to be a little taste of heaven. And so I did. I would handle what I need to handle with. But if it was major now, we've had a couple of major ones. I'd have to come home and say, okay, I'm going to let you know what's going on, but only major battles, not normal struggles and normal burdens and normal battles that you have as a leader. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or the class if you're a teacher, whatever, just be the same. Number two, hateful and bitter attitudes destroy both. You can't afford it. Number three, build up a bank account of compassion to withdraw convictions from. Let me say it again. Build up a bank account of compassion to withdraw convictions from. You cannot, if I said you need to give me $1,000 and you got $10 in the bank, you couldn't give it to me if you wanted to. You got to have it there first. Well, the same thing is true. The person that's able to draw and have convictions has built up a bank account of compassion. Brother House, oh, he was wonderful at caring for the people, loving them. But you could see him if you wanted to. It may take you 2 months, but you could see him. And he had a heart for people. One time in Bath, Maine, we're going back to the motel. Our host was driving us. We were sitting in the back, and Brother Howes, I looked over and had a tear coming out of his eye. I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "I was just thinking, Brother Gray." He said, "I was made to be a pastor. I love my people." And he was loving on them while he was not with them. So, number one, we're talking about the pastor's life, or could call it the leader's life. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or the classroom, whatever. Number two, hateful and bitter attitudes destroy both. Don't let it in. Don't let it in. You said you ever want to quit? Listen, Quit knocked at my door every Monday morning, but I wouldn't entertain Quit. Wouldn't let him in. Yeah, if he came after me just like he did everybody else, I just didn't entertain it. The pastor life, or say the leader's life. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or classroom or whatever it is. Number two, hateful bitterness and attitudes will destroy both. Pretty soon you'll be so stinking hateful. Boy, there's some preaching I can't stand to listen to. I think some of them got permanent palsy. I don't, I, I don't understand. I don't understand. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering. To me, the principle is plus, negative, negative, plus. And give us some relief, would you, please? P.R. Lincoln told me in Crete, Illinois, he said, Brother Gray, you better put some orange juice in that casserole. And he was right. Uh, the pastor's life or the leader's life. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or classroom, whatever. Number two, hateful attitudes and bitterness destroy both. If it gets into your mind, it gets into your heart. I'm telling you, it'll destroy both what you're doing for the Lord and your family. Number three, build up a bank account of compassion to withdraw convictions from. Number four, use family meetings to help your parenting skills, or parenting, I should say. Use family meetings to help your parenting. Sometimes when our kids became teenagers and they started liking this person, and by the way, I allowed that. I did. Well, you're too young, you know. Well, to them, it's a big, big deal. But if I saw one of them starting to like somebody, then I thought, me and my wife said, "Oh my goodness, that is just not good." And if it got serious, we had family meetings. We'd sit around the table, and if it was Bob, we go around and say, "Oh, Kim, what do you think about this? Really, Karen, what do you think? Scott, what do you think?" And we'd be open about it. And boy, listen, those kids were brutal. If it was Kim, then we'd go around the table. If it was Karen, if it was Scott, man alive. And there's something about the very first liking, always, in our case, he always says, "Oh, this is not good. I don't want to tell you who to like and who to love. Just give me veto, please, please, please." I've been around the block a few times, so allow me to do so. And this is what I admire about my kids, because they've learned to do that with their families. I said, number one, the pastor's life, or we say the leader's life, we could say. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or classroom, whatever. Number two, hateful attitudes and bitter attitudes will destroy both. It'll ruin both. If you get bitter as pastor, or hateful as pastor, or as a teacher, or whatever it is you're doing for God, oh my goodness, it'll seep. It'll be taken home with you. Can't help it. You're the problem. I know church members, bless their hearts, they get bitter and they leave and they get bitter where they are. I used to say, after 1981, we had a major split. We've had two splits in the time, uh, 33 years of pastoring. Anyway, um, I would say, you know what these people are looking for? They're going from church to church to church after they left church. They're looking for me. God sent me to them, and they're looking for me, and they'll never find me till they come back to me. But I've watched them, bless their hearts. They get bitter and they destroy everything. Uh, Especially a leader. You can't afford it because you damage a lot of lives. Number one, we're talking about the pastor's life, or we could say the leader's life. Be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or classroom, lectern, whatever. Number two, hateful and bitter attitudes destroy both. If it creeps into the home, it'll affect the ministry. If it creeps into the ministry, it'll affect the home. Number three, build up a bank account of compassion on purpose so you can withdraw convictions. Number four, use family meetings to help your parenting. Number five, you and your wife have disagreements. Go for a drive. You say, you and Mrs. Gray had disagreements? Of course we did. She was wrong and I was right. The lady said to me one time, "Preacher, you think you're always right." I said, "A curse. I don't know what to tell you. It's just a curse." But anyway, if you and your wife and you will have disagreements, then I'd say get in the car and go around the block for a few and discuss it out. Don't cuss it out, but discuss it out. So we're talking about the pastor's life or leader's life, we could say. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or the classroom or lectern or whatever you what ministry you have. Number two, hateful and bitter attitudes destroy both. If it creeps into the home, it'll destroy the ministry. If it creeps into the ministry, it'll destroy the home. Number three, build up a bank account of compassion so you can withdraw convictions and it be accepted. The convictions will be accepted if it's drawn out of a bank account of compassion. That's so important. Number four, use family meetings to help your parenting. Number five, you and your wife have disagreements, go for a ride, go for a drive. Take you for a ride, buddy. Number six, teach and preach to keep you and your family right and let the church members listen in. I hope you get this. Teach and preach to keep you and your family right and let the rest of them listen in. I had a fellow call a graduate from Pennsylvania. Was it Pennsylvania? I think it was Pennsylvania. Anyway, he called and said, I get your cassette tapes. Man, you know how old that is. I get your tapes every week. He said, man, I love the way you preach. I love the boldness. I love the fire. And I love the amens and all that. I love it. I'm scared. I'm scared to preach that way. And he said, tell me what you're thinking. And I said, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm teaching and preaching to keep my family right. And the church members can listen in. I want them to know how much I love them. I love them like I love my family. I'm not going to put my daughters out front in the bikini to everybody feel comfortable in going to that man's church. No, I'm not going to sacrifice them to get you and get your money and get your attendance. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know, by the time they listen to your announcements, they ought to know exactly what y'all believe. It was so funny at our church, Longview Baptist Temple. We had a 40-piece orchestra and a 70-voice choir at our height. And we would have people come in. They loved our music. Our music was Dr. Paul Duckett Jr. Oh, I can't tell you how great of a servant he was and how great of a musician he was. Mrs. Petticofer, Mrs. Webb. Oh my goodness, we had the best. We had the best. And the people would come in, listen to the music, and then get up and leave. There were others who would come in, wouldn't come to the music, but they'd listen to they loved the preaching. People are funny. Brother Howard Hall would say, screwy rabbits. uh, the pastor's life or the leader's life. Number one, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit or your position of leadership. Number two, hateful attitude, bitter attitude will destroy both. You can't let them in any one of those arenas. You can't do it. Number three, build up a bank account of compassion so you can withdraw convictions. Number four, use family meetings to help your parenting. Number five, you and the wife have disagreements, go for a drive. Number six, teach and preach to keep your family right and let the members listen in. Number seven, earn the right to take a stand. You've got to earn the right to take a stand. When you personally take a stand, it gives you courage. Oh, you may suffer for it, but there's something about knowing I did right. Right has its own value, its own reward, internal reward. So you earn the right to take a stand. You do that by taking a stand privately, family-wise, even though the rest of them may disagree, but you earned that right. I remember, I hope I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about you doing anything because of what I say. But we had a little time there when the ladies who wore culottes, please forgive me, but from the rear, it didn't look like culottes. From the front, it did. And it bothered me. And how am I going to approach this? So I was in preaching for Dr. Dean Miller Sr. I was in his office and they got their times mixed up or something. I mean, I was left alone. So Brother House always taught us don't waste time, read something. So I reached around, grabbed a book off the shelf and put it down. It was a dictionary. I thought, well, might as well read it. So I looked up the word culottes and it said baggy pants was the definition. I said, oh my goodness. So I went home on a Wednesday night and I said, folks, please listen to me. I'm only speaking of leadership here, not membership. I'm speaking of leadership. And I told them what happened. And I said, folks, from now on, let's, if you're in leadership, I'm asking you to help me. And so then I explained about what I learned about culottes. Well, that night, one of the deacons came into my office and he said, I absolutely disagree with you. He was kind. He was not, he don't come in to me being a smart mouth. But he come in and he said, Preacher, I just absolutely disagree with you. I think what you've said tonight is ridiculous. But as long as you're my pastor, my family and I will agree to do what you've asked us to do. Now, I earned that right. After years, I earned that right. So you earn the right to take a stand. Number 8, be a cheerleader in the home. Be a cheerleader. Don't be the referee. Don't be the umpire. Be a cheerleader. Be a cheerleader in the home. And don't forget, build up that bank account because every once in a while you can say, Bobby, let me talk to you. Scott, let me talk to you. Kimberly, talk to me. Karen, let me talk to you. And you have to earn that right. Or to say to a Sunday school teacher, I need to talk to you. Or a choir member, I need to talk to you. Or an usher, I need to talk to you. Or a bus driver, I need to talk to you. Or a bus captain, I need to talk to you. And you earn that right to take a stand. And but you've got to you be a cheerleader. You got to leave them with hope. Good grief, this is not the end of the world because you make a mistake, and it shouldn't be a lifetime sentence. I mean, even let crooks out every once in a while. All right. I'm talking about the pastor life or the leader's life. Number 1, be the same at home as you are in the pulpit. Number 2, hateful and bitter attitudes destroy both. Number 3, build up a bank account of compassion so you can draw convictions from it. Number 4, use family meetings to help your parenting. Number 5, you and the wife have disagreement, go for a drive. Number 6, teach and preach to keep your family right and let the members listen in. Number 7, earn the right to take a stand. Number 8, be a cheerleader in the home. Yes, there comes a time when you've got to draw from that bank account of compassion. But most of the time, it ought to be, atta boy, atta girl, way to go. Number 9, do not carry the burdens of ministry home. Now, major burdens, that's different. Don't leave your wife in the dark. But major, but common, ordinary burdens. Good night. Don't go home and discuss all that with her. Number 10, the pastor's life should be an overflow of the personal life. This is my last point, by the way. The pastor's life should be an overflow of the personal life. Your ministry, your leader in some way, some fashion, your approach to it ought to be an overflow of your private life, your walk with God, your time with God, fasting and prayer, all night prayer, spending time with God, talking to God, spending time in His Word. I'm just saying the pastor's life or leader's life should be an overflow of the personal life, the private life, your walk with God. God said, Elijah, hide yourself. Then He said, show yourself. So you hide yourself first, then you show yourself. Well, I hope this helped you. The pastor's life, we could call this the leader's life, I guess. I guess we could. You can call it anything you want to call it. I hope it helped you. Every Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern time. No sermons. You get no sermons here. You need to go to YouTube if you want to hear hell, fire, and damnation and screaming, songbook throwing, foaming at the mouth, preaching. It's there. It's available. I love Jack Trieber's Preacher's Classic. I don't know, is it called Preacher's Classic? The Preacher's Classic. And there's another one that Brother Logue puts out, Suffolk, Virginia, the old time preaching or something like that. Anyway, it's very good. Very, very, very good. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Win souls, get people saved, get them lined up for church, and get them down the aisle on Sunday. I'll see you next Friday.